welcome to a stream whose topic came suddenly from a Discord conversation. This is going to be a mind-blowing stream, and it will be more mind-blowing for me because I have a headache. I got play Roblox. Oh. How about I do that tomorrow night? It'll happen. But I already made my decision on the stream today. That's kind of a big oof. Let's start out by closing all the unnecessary things and joining a Discord voice channel. La 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 la, test for Discord. Okay, that works. You finally get to tackle the subject you've been interested in. Technically, we have already done that to a slight extent. Let me pull it up. Browser games. docs.google.com. Karma. Current energy, nature. Final enrichment. There we are. It's this thing. Most of what I'm going to be doing is going off of this, adding a couple of things where needed. I finally get this. I finally get this. I've heard of the meme. I found it somewhere. So now I get the joke. Oof. Hold on. Okay, some artwork stuff. And we back. So this thought I remember why I had Yo do this part, mainly because we were working on the timeline as well. We all part. I remember when he said that. I think that actually happened now. Ah, that's still alive. My knowledge on this page is very slim, but I gave what I had. A nice color. Karma is dependent on its form, therefore the specific definition will fluctuate. Let's open a bunch of Submachine games that include karma. Subset. Actually, not like that. Actually, let's just pull up the wiki because we can figure out all that we know about karma from there. Making a new page. Read this instead. Search. Karma. 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 Ah! Karma is a substance that can be mixed with regular building structures to make anti-structures or floating structures that encompass all 7 layers of reality. It's a tool to help achieve the plan. Karma is mostly seen as a blue substance that can be seen beamed through the void, holding up supports of the Winter Palace, or activating wireless connections in the Karma Studies facility. The most famous use of karma is when it's concentrated in the karma arm, a tool used by Murtaugh to experiment with drawing karma portals. Karma portals are concentrated areas of energy that can teleport humans across the subnet. If they are made properly, they will not cause lasting damage to the surrounding areas. Successful karma portals can be found in not locations such as Pyramid and Temple. Now, the thing about this section is the karma portals found there, such as this one, are actually green. So, what people will think is that green equals successful. However, there are also some green karma portals in Sub 9, along with Sub 7, that still do damage to that still cause lasting damage to the surrounding areas. So, in all honesty, we don't know how to determine a successful karma portal, or whether a successful karma portal can actually be made, but rather is naturally made. No. It's not made. It's not made in midair. It's made by something else. Maybe it's just the creation of it near a karma portal stand? For example, the karma portal stabilizer in Submachine 10. Oh, it helps that I can actually speedrun these games because then I can get to these portions easier. Here we go. Turn up game volume from my end. portal within it without all 8 of these stabilizing coils, or whatever they are. The beauty about this is that it doesn't require a karma portal, meaning that karma will not be forcefully added into the environment, thus reducing the chance for an unstable karma portal. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. Compare that to the karma portal standard Submachine 9. Different because it doesn't automatically create a karma portal. The karma portal's already there. These are successful natural karma portals. These are successful mechanical. Difference being one was naturally made by the subnet, and the other was naturally made by humans. Karma, when super concentrated to be used over multiple layers, glows a bright green. Well, blue is used to go over multiple layers as well, because it kind of has to go through two layers to actually cause. Let me find the quote. Let me find a bunch of quotes. I had a couple of them here. No. A bunch of them. Anyway, back to the subject at hand. My theory of focused karma was correct. I have scientific evidence at my laboratory. Once it doesn't penetrate any two given layers, creating a portal, it actually restores previously destroyed sub-molecular order. Letter to Elizabeth, sub 10. Just wondering if that has anything to do with my ability to build cross-dimension door with my karma arm. Cat note, sub 2. As you can see, a lot of things that appear within Submachines can be found in real life somewhere around me, unless it's a trans-dimensional portal that teleports you between different sections of the Submachine world. Typewriter sub 4, which is a secret note that is created by Matuskatus himself. That being said, bright green isn't the only thing that's connected to multidimensionality. Blue also is, so there has to be another way to distinguish them. Karma portals that are unrefined and unstable, however, can cause extreme distortion of space-time in a layer or two and can destroy buildings. Entire buildings! South Garden is a perfect example, but there are a lot more. If I can just get to my trusty old... I have to do sub-universe to the other thing. Hold on. God. Submachine versions, subverse, subnet. Escape. Yeah, I can live with decent quality. Continue. Oof. So I I just need to find a location with karma portals that have destroyed their surroundings. Let me look on the list. I have to go back here. Submachine universe. There's 043 128 232 258, technically 291. 355 doesn't count. 378, I think. 399. 411. 438 doesn't count. 442. You know what, I'll go to 399 since that's the one that's most visible. Plus it's less laggy. Right here! Extreme example. This is a normal example. Not that. You can also somewhat see the damage that the karma portal has done here, just as tiny cracks. With that being done and said and everything, back to display. Okay. Can be found in liquid form in places like the knot, where it can be used to build certain structures and craft items. Liquid form is creation. Portal form is destruction. Solid form is rebuilding. So solid, restore, build, destroy. All different ways of distinguishing the different forms of karma. Raw, water, and quote-unquote fire. Which is the different way of saying portal, as the energy relates to the man-made creation of karma through via karma arm or other means of creating karma portals that aren't contained. Man-made, remember that. Let me see where that comment was. If we are going to continue this, we need to clean up the document, decide what is confirmed and denied, and simplify our definitions of karma. I feel like we've made a lot of progress, but a lot of messes here. Let's deal with that and move forward. Agreed. First off, I believe we should remove all of these different headings that don't really apply, mainly because nothing has been done with them yet. We can re-add them once we actually, you know what, I'll leave portals since it has useful pictures. Layers and infusion will go. Energy and conductivity has something. How it is stored. Origins of karma. BC and CE usage. Removed. Summary removed for now. Dependent on its form, color, and you know what? Form and color, because those are the basic two physical properties of portals. Now, colors differs. Known colors are blue and purple. Purple coming from the NPG room, maybe red and white. Red being the devil portal, white being the white portal in sub 9, which ties into sub 10. Seen in every game in the main series. Yes. A lot of ideas that I would like answered before I put usage here. For instance, I still think karma is a kind of all-encompassing force that binds the subnet together, but Sundex has differences from that in the whole chemistry ideas. Raw karma is a force found throughout the subnet that is shown to teleport a person across space and time. Raw karma is unidimensional karma that can rebuild, actually. Meaning it only comes, supposedly, in blue, since blue is the only color we have seen. Raw karma rebuilds, karmic water, raw karma restores, karmic water builds, karmic fire aka karma portals destroy. Unless contained. So, I am going to resolve this, change the color to, unless you're about to make a comment there, then I'll wait on that. Seen in Submachine 10, because raw hold on. There we go. We should be good now. Shown to teleport a person across space-time. So I'm going to move that detail down to karmic fire at the bottom of it. Then I'm going to make my changes afterwards. So usage to restore structures destroyed by karmic, actually let's put that in quotation marks, karmic fire, and to create anti-structures. Karma can be seen as the glue holding the subnet together, concentrated as seen with Mur's arms. It can create a karma portal. Karma portals were seen to deteriorate the subnet in the Submachine games where they were present. Only the blue and purple portals are seen to do so. Debunked with the green karma portal in Sub 9. This can be explained through the glue ideology that karma portals draw the karma from the subnet around them in order to create a concentrated area of space travel, similar in effect to a black hole, except of karma. So this entire section is also going down to karmic fire, because karmic fire is technically the karma portal we are talking about. Because karma portals are literally the only thing known to release the energy that we are calling karmic fire. Color only blue. We've only seen blue. And we're going to add a couple of pictures to help us with that. Specifically the ones from here. Copy image. I'm going to put a heading 2 right here. Karmic water. Paste. Copy. Paste. It's better seen on a paste, copy, paste. Now we gotta make a 3x2 table which will detail those things. 2, 3, 4. Jerry, if you want to make this page color gray, then that would definitely help my eyes. Raw karma in action. Above pictures shown on molecular scale. Fun fact about these two: if you turn the lever here, it also flips the switch on the molecular scale. Boom, remove 2 pages of my section. It was all spacing in one giant empty page. Like all the pages gray. Yeah, I found a comfortable color in 1 sec. Yes, thank you. Ooh, that's a lot better on my eyes. Let's actually also try decreasing the brightness if I even can. Just go to settings. Brightness down all the way. Good. That's a lot better. The only differences are that BKW does not affect layer and GKW does. Blue karmic water deals mostly with space, whereas green karmic water supports the ideas that layers react with time, making them not only separate dimensions, but the fifth dimension on a larger dimensional scale. Whereas the 5 dimensions are but that disproves the fact that layers and dimensions are literally the same thing. Seen in Submachine 9, 8 if you want to include layer tech. Let's not include layer tech, mainly because karmic water needs to be seen as karmic water, not as a navigator. True, the navigator helps us get through to the layers, meaning it does have something to do with karma, but it's not this particular thing. It's good. It's good. Thanks. Above picture. Yep. Karmic water has the ability to conform to its needs. It can also be seen and interacted with on every layer. Karmic water and green karmic water. We're going to move that down there, giving us an opportunity to reduce the space here, I think. Usage. Difference between BKW and GKW is that GKW is made by the energizing of karma through layer tech, whereas BKW is actually the forcing of raw karma into a state of karmic water, thus the color, what it does, and its appearance. Well then, if that were so true, then oh, wait, it is true, because raw karma can be used to make the anti-structures, which is basically building, meaning that blue karma water can also build in a space. But it's more, you can actually see the karma and not the building material it's infused into, rather than the other way, the other thing. Karmic water has every property of water except its solidity when taken from a source. This is seen in Submachine 9 when we can see cracks most likely created by karmic water, since we see the green liquid running through it. However, once it's put into a source and can be and has surroundings that can be interacted with, it actually interacts with them, creating solid structures that for some reason do things. Karmic water is a stable variant of karma. Yes, it's as stable as it can be, and any portals created with karmic water are found to be stable as well. Examples being the green karmic water, creating a green karma portal at a statue which is supposed to represent Murtaugh, and blue karmic water in the karmic jug which you go yeet after using it in GCB in Subverse, creating a blue karma portal. Karmic water may be created through the fusing of water with raw karma. The action of pumping that karma through a layer beacon may be what gives it its green glow, or maybe the chemicals inside the water fusing with karma give it a green glow, similar to algae or those cool moon jellyfish. Yeah, those are cool. But wait. The layer beacons actually emit green karma as it is, causing a connection with the other layers. It's like a signal, and the signal is received by another layer. For example, and this is what I was thinking of when I saw that picture when I saw a picture, hold on, if I can just find it. Oh, it's pinned. Submachine. It's not in here. Oof. There it is. This green light. Once I saw that picture, I found it hard to deny that this is the same green light from the Submachine 7 outro. And since I'm too lazy to go to that myself, I'm just going to pull up the fastest speedrun of it ever. Credit to Plankboy on the 152, which is actually a 153. Good job. Okay. That green beam takes you all the way over there, and then to my understanding, it connects to this particular signal. Because we're going left, and from left, you get the right signal receiver. Basically, what I'm saying is the Submachine 8 quotes are a little bit off. He does not create a portal within a portal. Instead, he disrupts the signal, utilizing the plan. The plan is that portal. And with that, you have to change your direction because you're taking a detour. But what about of everything? The of everything probably comes from the usage of layers in Submachine 8. It's weird when you think about it. Bob the Builder. Oof. And from therein, it's using the quote-unquote layer beacons in Sub 8 to get yourself to sub 9 through layer 5, just like Liz did. This also brings up the fact that the intro text from sub 8 was actually created earlier than the note from sub 7, because Liz had to knew that she needed to get through the plan to get to the knot, because she clearly stated that she needed to get through the 5th layer, which is the exact same layer we take to get to the knot. This leads up to the events of the secret notes in Submachine 9, with the Second Enlightenment. But now I'm rambling. I agree that it's stable. I agree that I can create stuff. I can agree that they can act in all purposes in normal and tangible objects. This is what I've been trying to disprove. Mainly because it just doesn't sound right. You can't change blue karma into green karma, in my mind. Because blue karma works so different, much more different than green karma, that I don't get how you would be able to give it those properties in the first place, let alone change the color to help imitate those properties. Which is why I vote to delete this. Now for Karmic Fire, which is basically the exact same thing as saying karma portals. Not really a property of karma, but is an effect or middle step in creating karma portals. Karmic. I'm going to make suggestions for this part instead of actually changing it. Karmic Fire is a property that complements unstable karma portals, which in turn cause damage to surrounding materials. Okay. Karma water and any physical form of karma. Also delete that. It acts as a subvariant of energy released through action. I can live with that, since that only details Karma Fire. Karma Fire definition, mainly for us theorizers in this doc so we can come to an agreement. The energy released through the man-made creation of karma and the residual effects of such creation. This includes karma portals, BKW, and things such as the root. But the root did not cause the collapse of the outer rim, as I've discussed earlier in other theories. We have. Technically. We figured that out through the timeline. 1906. 1900 to 1905. The years that Murtaugh was... No. Let me just pull it up. Submachine timeline. Oof. Oof. 10, 11. Okay, we're getting close. The root creation is the birth of the outer rim. These two events go hand in hand, but specifically this one describes the collapse of the outer rim happening between 1905 and 1906, 5 to 6 years after the creation of the root. The change bothers you. No, it doesn't really bother me. It actually gives us more space to theorize, but less space to... More space to work, less space to use. I like it. So for now, I'm suggesting that we delete the root part, but we can keep the blue karma water part until otherwise learned. This is basically a repeat of what I said, so I'm going to decline my suggestion and instead suggest to delete that and move that here as an extra portion of the... There we are. And I'm going to copy this, no, Control X, and insert a footnote instead. Control V. No, Control Shift V. Rockheimer is the force found in the subnet that is... Okay. I put that here because it talked about portals. Rockheimer restores. Karma portals are forces found throughout the subnet that are shown to teleport a person across space-time. Which are concentrated in is made from concentrated multidimensional karma, which are made, which means we can delete that thing. Karma portals were seen to deteriorate the subnet in the Submachine games where they were present and not contained. There we are. This can be explained through the glue ideology that karma portals draw the karma from the subnet around them in order to create a concentrated area of space travel. Sweet, we just gotta make sure paragraphs aren't being cut off, photos aren't at the bottom, or pages, etc., etc. And we will have more room to work with than before. Yes, exactly right. Are these being used? If not, go ahead and remove. I have usages for those. First up, I need this one to wrap into the text and to be taken up here. Specifically, here where karma portals start to be put into Notion. I will also utilize this one to show for now this is getting moved down here. Seen to the right is an example of a contained karma portal. Portal stand used contains the karmic fire within the karma portal, resulting in no structural damage. Resulting in no damage to structures. Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on working on massive projects. We are just doing some cleanup. I should have started my intro like that. Thank you, Triyoyo. But still have a lot more to do. Technically, since karma portals are talked about here, we can also remove this heading. But also move this down here. It's gonna flow as good as a karma portal. Or whatever. What's gonna happen is that we start talking about the forms, link karma portals into karma fire, so that we can talk about them more after we get through karma fire. Afterwards, we can talk about infusion after energy and conductivity, so that we can also note how it's stored. From there, that'll practically be everything. If you want, you can start on the origins of karma. It can really help. But sad to say, that's kind of all I can really do for now. I did not plan for this stream to be long. Mainly because I need to go to bed like right now. School's starting soon, and I need to get to bed earlier every day. Maybe in compensation I can start streams at 9 p.m. from now on. But in compensation I would have to do stuff earlier. I would literally have to do everything earlier. A 12 p.m. noon stream start is benefiting for now. But apart from that, yeah, I like where I got. I like where I got. I like how many people are now taking initiative on this thing. I guess all it takes is, I think the best way to describe this. It takes one man to raise an army. And no, I am not referring to Trump. Anyway, tomorrow I'll do more Half-Life in the afternoon, and then tonight I'll think of something else. Not Submachine Theorizing, but maybe Roblox, like the person in the beginning of the stream mentioned, Carlos. Till then, have a lovely night.